Game changer. What's up, brother? What's going on, man? Game changer in the house. What's up? Shout out to everybody viewing this shit. Yeah, it's been a while, man, but we gonna do the damn thing today, baby. We gonna rock this shit, man. We definitely gonna rock this shit today, y'all. I apologize for being gone so long. I apologize. Who else? Jacob's Jr. What's up? Game changer. I need a game of that Madden, bro. Let's play Madden today, bro. Greetings from Finland. Wow. Holy shit. Universe Explorer Finland. What's up? Bring that out of field quarter. What's up, Philip? Jacob Jennings in the house as always. What's up, brother? I believe Blue and Silver always in the house. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Thank you, man. I need that draft hat, bro. I know, right? It's good to see all y'all, man. Y'all don't even understand. I miss everybody. I swear. But we gonna rock the hell out of this shit, man. We finna get in that everything. We finna talk about it all. Y'all know I don't pull no punches over here, baby. We said what we want over here. Y'all already know how we give it up. So go ahead and drop them questions. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna do the fucking thing, y'all. You always kept keep it a buck. That's a fact. You gotta keep it real, man. You know what I'm saying? You got those Cowboy fans out there, man, that say what they want to please their viewers, man. But I say what's real and what needs to be said, yo. Respectfully and respecting everybody else's opinion as always, and giving everybody else the opportunity to express themselves on my platform. I'm not like these other guys that won't let you come on their channel because they feel their channel is too big to let other fans on. I don't give a shit. You ask me for the link, you want to come on my channel, I will give you the link. You are free to debate me or anybody else on my channel or to do whatever you want. So hopefully we're gonna have fun with this thing today. Good backup move. That is that was for life. I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Kieris Henderson. Overall. Oh, I'm sorry, football news. I didn't see.
This man hogging all the airtime.
I'm sorry. Hey guys, Dallas Cowboys football news in the house. Go ahead, bro. Introduce yourself.
What's going on, you guys? Dallas Cowboy football news. Fifth quarter Cowboys. Thanks for having me.
Dope, dope. I was just telling them how we we don't have a lot of popular opinions when we do live streams together.
Yeah, we do, because you got the right subscribers.
Yeah, I love my subscribers. They love how I keep it real.
Keep it 100.
Tyrone Church, what's up, brother? Game changer, straight to the point. Dak. Oh, he was correcting how he spelled that. Jacob Jennings said, okay. I enjoy the content. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. Like, even with being gone so long, as soon as I start this shit, it jumped up to 10 people watching. So I appreciate it, man. Y'all know we're gonna get into this shit. We're gonna get into everything, man. First of all, I hope everybody's staying safe and football news. How's you and your family taking precautions with this damn virus?
Well, I don't wear my mask. I don't follow the Walmart aisle rules. So that's me. But my wife and kids, they've been quarantined for about 6 weeks, 7 weeks now. They don't get out much anymore. Uh, so I mean, they're taking the precautions but when I get home, I respect what they do and what they think. So I wash my hands and when I get home and change clothes and stuff like that. But other than that, I ain't wearing no damn mask. I ain't Darth Vader. I'm Dallas Cowboy football news. God damn it.
There you go. Same thing here. Me and football news. We neither one of us has stopped working since this shit started because we provide the essentials for the world, the essentials, and we both go out there and risk our lives every day, man. And we got a family on, so we got to make sure once we get home, we you know, sanitize properly. But enough of that. I hope everybody else is out there is taking care. I hope none of my subscribers have ran into this damn shit. And we're gonna go ahead and start rocking out. So before we even get in the draft, before we even do that, football news, let's talk about a few players that are not here right now. Give me your thoughts on Jeff Heath, his tenure here, and his departure.
Absolutely. Before the Cowboys drafted Reggie Robinson, Jeff Heath's hole and presence on special teams was going to be missed. I mean, Jeff Heath, he started for us many games, and he was just a specialty ace. That's where he made his money. But until then, I think Jeff Heath is replaced with better talent. People come at me with Clinton Dix, but Clinton Dix ain't very good on special teams. And, you can't just take off a special teams player and a starter and replace him with just a starter because you got a big gap in your special teams. So Reggie Robinson, I think, could fill that void. They signed Darrell Woolley. I think he could fill that void too. But Jeff Heath, I wish him well. I mean, he led this team in interceptions for a lot of years. Not very many, but at the same token, he was always there at the right moments. It was good to see him play at AT&T Stadium. I wasn't a big Jeff Heath fan at first, but he kind of wore on me. Yeah, I liked his hard hitting. I'm a defense minded guy, so if you can hit and you're there when you're supposed to be, and knocking quarterbacks off the 1 yard line and the ball goes in for a touchback, you're my kind of guy.
My opinion of Jeff Heath. Jeff Heath is just a suit and tie guy. Get up, go to work every day. Jeff Heath is not going to raise the stock in the company, but he's going to keep the company flowing. Jeff Heath is that guy, that unrecognized guy that works up in the stock market building in New York that doesn't get the credit he deserves because he's not really flashy with numbers, but he do enough just to keep his job. And sometimes those guys are replaceable, man. And I gave him flack sometimes. I praise him sometimes, but he was who he was. He wasn't a flashy safety. He was a 1+1 guy, you know what I'm saying? That simple. He got the job done to his best ability. And the Cowboys just felt like it was time to move on. I'm glad he made the money he made while he was here, and I'm glad that he's on another team right now. So I wish Jeff Heath nothing but the best. Nothing but the best. So football news. Now I want to talk about one of the players that me and you, we always talked about, and whether we praised him or we said he needed to step it up, and that's Byron Jones. Your thoughts on signing him? His day at what they call it when they do the 40 and all that stuff.
Combine warrior.
Archer.
Yeah, combine warrior. Byron Jones. He was sticky in coverage. I mean, he could hang with his man, but when it mattered, tell me when he stepped up and made a play. I was fortunate enough to see his first career interception against Tampa Bay in 2016. His first interception, and he got one more after that. It's 2 picks, and you play corner, and you're supposed to be locked down, brother. You just because the underwear fits you doesn't mean it's real snug. You know what I'm saying? And he was that underwear that fit you, but it wasn't that fit that you wanted. And that's what Byron Jones was. And I hate to compare him to underwear, but that's the first thing that came to my mind. He's more of a whitey toddy. He wasn't a boxer brief. But yeah, I think with the addition of Trayvon Diggs and new coaching staff and a Mike Nolan defense, I think I like where we're going here. Turnover is a big emphasis, and the way they went about the offseason and the draft. I mean, you could tell Mike McCarthy's putting his money where his mouth is.
Byron Jones for me, Um, very athletic. One of those guys that you look at and be like, that guy right there could really make a difference with his athleticism, but athleticism is not the only thing you need when it comes to this sport. It's really not, you know what I'm saying? But like you said, when we need him the most, when we need him to really step up, he just wasn't there. He just wasn't there. You get him in the red zone, you beat him. You get him in a tight spot, you beat him. It's just that simple. That's why he had so many red zone touchdowns scored on him. He was not good in the red zone, man. I don't know why. You would think so with such confined space and you ain't really got nowhere to go, but in the red zone he just couldn't get it done. Um, he that year that came out that year that draft the combine he was the number one talked about guy. I think Jerry moved up to get him. I don't remember if I'm not mistaken.
No, they didn't move up to get Byron Jones. They stayed put. You're thinking of Morris Claiborne.
I'm thinking of Mo Claiborne. You're right. Appreciate that. But yeah, and another guy I think he's going to Miami. Um, I don't, his age. He want to get the most money he could. He been in the league forever. You might as well get the most money you can while you're here. And I wish that brother them but the best too. I'm gonna talk about uh two more players. One of them being your boy Kayvon Frazier. What you think about getting him and his impact on special teams and his departure?
The last taste I have of Kayvon Frazier is being injured. He missed. He was on IR last year. Um, but I mean, he wasn't anything special. He was just a roster spot, to be honest with you. Um, he could never go to that next level. Injuries, scheme, things of that sort stop him from going to that next level. So with Kayvon being gone, you won't even know. You won't even notice he's not on the team. You feel me? So uh, that's what I think about. Oh, Kayvon, 035.
1980, I sent the link, bro. Why you not in here? You in the chat, bro. You need to be in here. I sent the link out. My thoughts on Kayvon Frazier, I never really cared from jump. I didn't think he was just like he just didn't do it for me. He never did, you know what I'm saying? But apparently he did enough to keep a job because he's also going to Miami following Byron Jones. I think they cut Taco, so there's that. But I think in Miami he'll be another special teams guy. I'm just glad he got a job. You know what I'm saying? He kind of remind me of JJ Wilcox, like hard hitting. They both got the dreadlocks, both special on special teams, and they just like a fill-in player. But let's talk about the final guy I want to talk about because I'm not gonna talk about everybody that got cut, but there's one more guy I want to talk about, and he didn't get cut, but he just not re-signed no more. Why do you think Witten didn't want to finish his career in Dallas? Like, why do you think he still want to play football right now?
Well, I could tell you why he's not on the Cowboys uniform, and that's because there's a new coaching staff in Dallas, and he ain't going to put up with that. And Jason Witten feels he can provide something to a football team. I mean, and that's why Jason Witten is the GOAT, is because the passion he has for football, and he knows that he's older in age. But I mean, there wasn't a snap where I didn't see loud ass fucking truck, stupid son of a bitch. I didn't see, I didn't see Witten give up on plays. Even at his age and coming off retirement year, and you know, one thing he can provide a locker room is leadership. He has a lot of wisdom. He's seen a lot of things. He played under a guy like Bill Parcells, who drafted him. A guy like Wade Phillips, who's a defense minded coach and took tips off of him, and then Jason Garrett, which running an offense scheme is what Jason Garrett does, and not really running a football team. So I mean, he has a lot of wisdom and knowledge, and all the tight end coaches he played in. So I really think he's going to help that Raiders locker room, but he just has something left in the tank, and he ain't out there trying to prove that he's 38 years old and he could still play ball. He's just out there because he loves the game.
Okay. My thoughts on Witten, man. Be objective here, man. He's a legend. Gonna go down in history as one of the greatest tight ends Cowboys ever had. Probably the greatest. Broke records. Did a lot of unbelievable stuff. Most people reference the helmet coming off and all that. And I just wish he would have, you know, just left it where it was when he left a few years ago, transitioned into TV. Well, he was horrible at that, but and just got his number retired and let that been what it was because he had such a long, successful career. I know it's hard to say successful career without a Super Bowl, but financially successful as far as his impact on the field, on the team, you could pretty much say it was a successful career. But number love for Jason Witten, man. I do feel like he hindered a lot of guys and he stopped a lot of progression because of Jason Garrett, the loyalty, the being one of the guys, and like you said, Mike McCarthy just ain't going for it. And I don't know what that. I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do with Witten over there at Oakland, but hey, they got Jeff Heaton, they got Witten, they got Malik Collins. Hey, it is what it is. Now before we get into other things, as far as what this head coach has done already, as far as players not bringing certain guys back, certain moves, watching all that film, and his conclusion was, "Yep, we're still going to run through Zeke." Do you think Mike McCarthy is going to fall under the old, you scratch my back, I scratch your back thing, or you think he's just really there to win and don't care who get hurt feelings by his decision he makes?
It's a good question. And I don't think he goes by the scratch my back, scratch your back, because there's a point in time where Mike McCarthy beat us with Mac Flynn. He don't care who's under center.
Mm.
He's going to go out there and try to go win a ball game. He's going to put his best 11 on the field. And if one guy's missing, he's going to put the best 11 on the field regardless. So, he's in it to win it. He's a Pennsylvania, hard-nosed coach. And, he knows the game of football real well. I mean, you go back to his press conference, with the Des Cottet thing, he wanted to make sure the refs knew the rules and the refs confirmed the rules. He threw that challenge flag. He got the rules right there in his mind. It ain't those. I mean, Jason Garrett probably had the worst challenges in the National Football League. And Mike McCarthy is actually one of the best in challenging in the National Football League. So, he knows the game of football. He's going to put the best 11 on the field, no matter who it is. And if y'all try to rebuttal that or disagree, go back and watch how he worked with Matt Flynn in a week's preparation, and look what Matt Flynn did to us.
I like that, man. That's a good way you broke it down. I'm gonna agree with you. Mike McCarthy, he's not your flashy coach. He was stubborn for a long time. I think sitting out really humbled him. I think he's a different guy. I think he knows who his best players are and how to use them. Like you said, that no, not scratch my back, I'll scratch your back type of thing. I think it's about who's gonna win. Like you mentioned, who he beat us with and stuff. One more question about Mike McCarthy. He spent weeks watching film now, and the next time he spoke, they asked him about his offense. Now, let me ask you this: when he came out after watching all that film, he said this offense is still gonna go through 21. Now, do you think that because it's something of what he saw that he didn't like in Dak, or do you think it's just what he should do anyway because it's Zeke and we are a running football team?
You look at and Mike McCarthy's an analytics guy. I mean, you look at the teams that were in the National Football League. What is it? 6 out of 8 of them, or whatever it was, all had rushing attempts, rushing yards, top running backs. Just because this is a pass-happy league, you don't get away from the fundamentals of football regardless. And the fundamental of football is the trenches and your running game. It sets up play action. It sets up 8 in the box. It opens up your single coverages for your number 1, number 2 wide receivers. And that's what the running game does. And Zeke, if you look at the holes that he was trying to hit last year, they really weren't there. So the Dallas Cowboys got to get back to, and he had 1,000 yards. A lot of it was his longest run of the year last year was 30 yards. That's unacceptable. So with this new scheme and what Mike McCarthy likes to do with Eddie Lacy and stuff like that, now he has Zeke. Zeke is way better than Eddie Lacy, cheeseburger Eddie Lacy. So you have
Okay.
to stick to the fundamentals of football. Any offensive minded coach will tell you that, and it starts with the running game.
Okay. My Cowboys family in the house. What's up? 1980. I see it, bro. I got you. My bad. I appreciate you posting the link too. My Cowboys family in this bitch. He said McCarthy is going to go through Dak. He said that McCarthy will use Zeke more than people think, but he wants to pass first and go through Dak. He also said this: McCarthy wants to go up tempo West Coast. So my Cowboys family believe that. Oh, I lost football news for a second. My Cowboys family believe that McCarthy will go through Dak. I saw McCarthy say he's gonna be a running football team. He's gonna go through Zeke.
No,
Uh,
see, but you got to read my Cowboys family's comment because it's almost redundant. Let me go to it real quick. What he's saying is Mike McCarthy's going through Dak. He said that McCarthy will use Zeke more than people think, but he wants to pass first and go through Dak. It's almost redundant. He's going to use more Zeke than what people think, but he's going to use Dak. So it's almost it almost don't make no damn sense. So what he's trying to say is we're going to be pass happy. But when Mike McCarthy first said what he said we're going through Zeke.
exactly. I'm sure the West Coast offense. How did you know McCarthy didn't use those words though? But I saw McCarthy say that this team is still gonna go through Zeke. I will play that clip right goddamn now. He said this team is gonna go through Zeke. If he switched and said he's gonna go through Dak, fine. I didn't hear that. I heard him still say it's going through 21. That's what I heard after he did all his. He said it's gonna go through 21. And it's kind of hard to believe that he would, do that. I mean, I don't know. It makes no sense to me. Jacob said that's what I thought McCarthy said in his press conference using Zeke. He did. He did say Zeke. Roger that. What's up? Fred Woods, what's up? What is he saying? Zeke will be incorporated more in the passing game? I don't know, but he said this offense is going to run through 21. He maybe came back and said the Dak thing. I didn't hear that. I'm just speaking on what I heard. So that's fine. All right. Now, um, oh, another question. Travis Frederick, he's gone. What do we do? Football news, if you're muted, if you're talking, you're muted.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, you got McGovern who played center at Penn State. You
Okay.
got Joe Looney that can play center and guard, and he when Travis Frederick had that immune body system thing, he stepped in there, and then they traded with the Eagles and got Tyler Biadish, so from Wisconsin where Travis Frederick played. So I think they really took care of their self at center, and I wouldn't be surprised if Tyler Biadish is a day one starter. I mean, you turn on the Wisconsin tape and you put Travis Frederick's Wisconsin tape right beside it. It's almost identical, and it's so funny because a lot of people had Travis Frederick graded right where Tyler Biadish was, and the Dallas Cowboys got him in the first round. So yeah, I really like the Tyler Biadish pick. Traded took him away from the Giants and the Redskins. So uh, I think the Cowboys took care of themselves with that, and may the best center win.
Hmm. Good answer. Yeah, I was kind of lost on what they're going to do with that because I haven't really been, keeping up. I knew we had Looney. I knew McGovern. I knew McGovern got hurt. I guess it's just that we've been so spoiled with such a good center that we want somebody to pick up exactly where Travis Freddy left off. I guess it's just me being selfish about that. But nonetheless, I've had where we at with that. All that. Kellen Moore, what do you expect from him this year, man? They said he was like number one in offense last year. What do you
Yeah,
what do you expect from Kellen Moore whenever we have a football?
Well, it's going to be interesting. It's hard to say what I expect because this is a Mike McCarthy offense with the Kellen Moore language. So it's going to be a whole different offense. But I think you'll get more input from your head coach. Let's say Kellen Moore calls, a power ISO, and Mike McCarthy goes on the mic and says, no, 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 run a sweep. I think there's going to be more Mike McCarthy off influence here in this offense, and I think Kellen Moore's learning from the best. And I believe I said on the roundtable, you give Kellen Moore an offensive-minded head coach, Kellen Moore has the opportunity to really exceed. Um, and then they hire Mike McCarthy, and that's exactly what Kellen Moore needs. Uh, because Jason Garrett that wasn't very good as a head coach. I don't know why he wore a headset. I know he didn't make any in-game adjustments. Mike McCarthy will, and it's really going to benefit Kellen Moore.
Okay. Okay. I like that, man. Good answer. Before we get into what everybody wants us to talk about, do you think Van Der Esch will be healthy enough to play football?
Absolutely, absolutely. You look what they did at linebacker. They didn't draft one.
True. That's true.
They brought the linebacking core back. Justin March. Um, oh man, Joe Thomas, Sean Lee.
Oh, Joe Thomas back?
Yeah, Joe Thomas back. So they didn't draft one. They didn't go in free agency and go get one. So I think the confident level there for Leighton Van Der Esch is high as hell.
What number you think Dez Bryant gonna wear?
On his couch, 0.
Oh, somebody on the team. All right, before we go into the draft, it's one thing I want to talk about that people really try to just pound me about. They was on my ass about it. And that is number 90. Number 90. I said when number 90 got paid, he was going to have less sacks than he had the year prior. So, do you expect more out of D-Law this year, man? Like, not saying he was horrible.
I actually think, and we and you argued over this a lot.
Yeah.
I think Lawrence met expectations. People want to look at the sack numbers, but look at his tackles on running backs, and look at him chase down wide receivers 20 yards away from where the line of scrimmage was. You can't measure that type of stuff because when you get paid, yeah, you get paid to do a job, but you also get paid to make sure that you do your job right. And if he couldn't get the sacks, he made sure he could have done something else different. Tackle the running back, go get that slot receiver, go tackle the tight end. If his job is just sacks, as soon as he knew he was going to get the quarterback, he should have just stood there and put his hands in his pockets. Because it's hard to measure that, and I think his money was well spent for his first year. But the expectation for him next year with this hybrid 3-4-4-3 defense, I expect Tank to really be a force because now we got some baconators in the middle: Jared McCoy, Dontarian Poe. Them drafting Bradley and Alden Smith, Randy Gregory. Those two guys can get reinstated and make impacts immediately and help a guy. And if you look at Robert Quinn's success, a lot of those sacks came early in the year because all those double teams on Tank Lawrence. So that's just the presence that number 90 brings on that football field. You got to respect him, and if you don't, he will make you pay.
Ooh. Well, my opinion of DeMarcus Lawrence is completely different. I thought DeMarcus Lawrence took a step back once he got paid. I thought he cared more about branding the hot boys than he actually did perfecting his craft last year because he got his money. He even said on Undisputed that once you get paid, you kind of don't go as hard as you did because you got your money, but you just gotta You just got to refocus and get back in it. He said that on Skip and Shannon himself. And I think he took a step back. I said he would. Like, and people try to brag on him for what he did in the run game. It's easy for him to do that because you're pretty much free on that side. Like, if you look at his position, defensive end on that side, it's easier to stop the run game on that side. I'm not taking it away from it because it's still a job. It's still hard to catch a running back or run them down. You still got to use your body and exert a lot of energy. But I'm just saying, we saw more Hot Boys merchandise than we saw sacks from him last year, and I don't like that. And I just want him to play a lot better this year, man. So that's pretty much what I said about that. I hope Randy Gregory can come back and all that good shit, and we could definitely see probably a whole just crazy beastie damn defense, man. We got the veteran back, and Jalen, he's been working out. Jalen been working out for months. That dude's a freak of nature. Hopefully he back on his shit. So let's get into it, man. Before we get into the big topic, let's get into one more topic. 2020 draft. All right. First round pick. Football news, you was expecting defense, but we went wide receiver out of Oklahoma. CeeDee Lamb, first round, pick 17. Give me your thoughts and expectations of CeeDee Lamb.
Baller. Three-headed monster. 40 burger offense. Potentially 40 burgers, 40 points. When you're sitting there at 17 and a guy like CeeDee Lamb's there, you got to take him. And all the mocks that I did, just like the Cowboys said, all the mocks they did, CeeDee Lamb wasn't there. All the mocks that we all did, there's no way CeeDee Lamb was there. If he was, your mock draft was simulator was way off. You got to calibrate that shit. And I really thought we were going defense. Kayvon Chason, Xavier McKinney, shit like that. And CeeDee Lamb, you just can't pass on a guy like that. And I think that he's really gonna put some. Cowboys haven't had. His talent and the way he works, Cowboys haven't had a slot receiver like this. I don't think ever. Cole Beasley was just your Wes Welkers, Julian Edelman type players. Randall Cobb, we got him in his later years. He's a traditional slot. But you look at CeeDee Lamb, he really is a slot guy, and he can really destroy the middle of the defense real good.
Okay. I knew who CeeDee Lamb was only because of the debate that been going on Skip and Shannon before the draft even happened, or just people period in college talk period. Like they talked about who's better between him or Judy, and that's the only reason I knew who he was. Other than that, I didn't know. And once I got it, I didn't see the draft because I was asleep, of course, because I worked early. But I'm not too upset about it. Like I told you, football news, you had me hyped because I actually thought we were going to go defense and I thought we were going to go big, But your quarterback has more weapons. Your quarterback has weapons equivalent to the Kansas City Chiefs now. Like between Travis Kelce and that woman beater and that child abuse. I can't think of his name right now. That little fast boy, Tyreek Hill.
What'd you call him? This man out of control.
We have weapons like that. Yeah, CeeDee Lamb. Like it creates such a strong and force of. You're talking about nothing but speed with Coop, who can shake you out your shoes. Gallup, who can jump out the roof, and CeeDee Lamb, who catches balls like it's stick 'em on his hands, his bare hands. You remember that boy on Little Giant that put that black shit on his hand to catch that ball, that little black boy? That's what the type of hands CeeDee Lamb got. Like it's amazing. Like I love that pick. Then you got Elliott. Then you got Blake Jarwin, who's Dak says, regardless of how people feel about Dak, I think Dak is a good player, but Dak damn near needs everything perfect. Football news. Round two, we're not gonna do all of them though. Round two, Trevor Diggs, cornerback out of Alabama. How you feel about it, man?
Oh, I like it, bro. Risk taker, almost like Janoris Jackrabbit Jenkins in his prime. I mean, Trayvon Diggs is almost, and I mean, it's in his bloodline. His brother Stephon, you know, it's in his bloodline, and he played wide receiver, so he kind of knows the nuances of routes and breaks, and that's what, like I said, that coaching.
Okay. All right. So before we get out of here, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into that controversy right now. I think 33 million is a reasonable amount for Dak Prescott for what he's brought to this organization, Football News. And do you think he had room to turn that down? Also,
Now they already upped the ante. He turned down like 3 contracts this off. If a guy who's want to make millions and there's guaranteed millions on the table right now, because I mean people will say, oh, the guarantees already agreed. There's $80 million guaranteed that's going right in my pocket. I don't care if it's 4 or shit out the window. That don't make no damn sense. What's best for the
shit,
football
did he?
team? Yes, he did.
Wow.
Yes, he did. The entire time and threw it underneath to Dak was there. Bullshit, because the expectation was there when he lit up the damn preseason and when he started week 1. When he started week 2, year 1, year 2, year 3, now year 4, and he's still making those roads out until the season. You got all that bullshit because Dak Prescott should have been signed that contract, and now he's missing out on a whole new offense. And now his salary cap went all the way down to 28. Now it's about 31 when it was started off at 33.
Yeah.
Dak has no leverage. Dak's shooting himself in the foot, bro. What you think?
I think he should have took the first contract they offered him. Just simply because he's walking around acting like everybody that ain't been cut mostly got cut because of their poor play. Huh? I don't know. Dak Prescott got to realize too, like, brother, take out versus the Seahawks. I loved it, man. He showed he was a baller to me. But man, give me a break, man. Let's not be silly. Let's not act like Dak Prescott just turned into Joe Montana out there or something like that. Like, that's crazy to think. Like he played good, but to turn down 3 contracts and to say, oh, I'm not gonna show up for this or I'm not gonna show up for that. Man, are you kidding me, man? Like, are you kidding me? When we got rid of people that everybody said, oh, he the reason Dak did it. He can't catch. Oh, it's Garrett. Garrett holding Dak up. Oh, it's Scott Lanahan. Oh, it's this person and that person. And 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 he just and it's just like I don't know what to say, man. Like if he don't want to take that, then I don't think they're not gonna do what they let DeMarcus Lawrence did to him. Like they're not gonna get back into a corner war. Like Jerry Jones reminded them that this is his organization and that he make the rules. Zeke backed him into a corner. D-Law did, and they like, oh no, Dak, you're not gonna do that. They paid Jalen before they paid because Jalen appreciated what the Cowboys did for him. Took a chance on him. They took a chance on Dak too, but he let his agent rule him. You know what I'm saying? He let his agent make his decision for him, and it's causing a sour relationship and an unnecessarily sour one because the chance they took on you, letting Romo go, and telling you're the starter and still holding on. I don't know what to say about it, man. Like I don't know what to say. I hope the kid signs soon, man. All right, but he got to humble himself, man. Like, you got to appreciate what the organization is doing for you, man. Like, They're offering you what you're worth, man. You're asking for money for what somebody else is worth. You're asking for 40 because Pat Mahomes got 40. Pat Mahomes also a Super Bowl champion. That's not you. Miss me with this market thing, man. Miss me with it. I mean, what everybody was saying, oh, he's gonna get this because Carson Wentz got this. Well, look what Carson Wentz making a year. Everybody kept saying it's the market, it's the market, it's the market. Dak gonna get, man. Listen, Dak is gonna take what Jerry Jones offer him, or you're gonna see the backup out there starting. Or Dak. It just blows my mind that they're in this position, and I really hate it because, like I said, I like him, man. But he need to pump his brakes, man. And backup. What do you think that was about?
It's leverage. It's insurance. Because if they feel, because I mean they put Cooper Rush on this tender, and they drafted Ben DiNucci, then Andy Dalton became available a week ago, and now he's a Cowboy, and it's leverage. It's insurance. If Dak wants to hold this thing out, I think the Cowboys are done talking contract with Dak Prescott, and if Dak holds out into the season, you got great insurance and Andy Dalton to go step in and go be your day one starter. Like I said previous on this show, Mike McCarthy's going to put the best 11 guys on offense and defense, and with the mentality, we're going to win this football game. So, Dak has no leverage, and I said that when the salary when the franchise tag went all the way down to $28 million. Dak has no leverage, and now with Andy Dalton. That challenge that used to go down a couple years ago, they put two pencils together and say Charlie, Charlie, and the pencils move.
Yeah.
Well, Dak Prescott, he has no leverage right now. He can't even find the pencils to say Charlie, Charlie. That's what this Andy Dalton signed and put the heart and the dagger right there. He has no pencils to even say Charlie, Charlie.
Nah, he definitely lost his leverage with that. Jerry Jones made a crazy move with that. Say what you want about Andy Dalton. You tell me who's more accurate, him or Dak Prescott. So you can say what you want about him, but his accuracy is there. He always had good footwork. I mean, he's a veteran, man. He can see the field, and I just hate that but it's good to always have veteran backup though. But this is security also. Andy Dalton ain't just backup; it's security too. So the ball's really in Dak Prescott court right now because, to be honest,
flight security.
with Ezekiel Elliott back there and those weapons, it's really not hard to manage. So Dak really can choose to do what he want right now. You can continue to be a part of this team, or buddy, I'm afraid they might just do without you, man. Because what the game plan might be, running the ball, we got good guys that can catch. Andy Dalton, he'll turn it over, but Dak turned it over too. So Jerry Jones made a real power play right there with that thing, man. And I don't know what to say about him. And speaking of quarterback, then we got another guy in what's the last round?
7th round, Ben DiNucci.
How you feel about that kid?
Oh, dude, I fucking love him. I mean, his footwork, his arm strength, his accuracy. Mike McCarthy, we give him this name of quarterback guru. And you give a guy, and Mike McCarthy has ties to Ben DiNucci way farther than that 7th round pick. They grew up around the same town in the same state. Mike McCarthy's worked out with them more than once last year when he had no job, and Cowboys drafted him. And I really think Ben DiNucci can really get in that backup role next year because Andy Dalton's contract is a 1-year deal. Get in that backup role next year and really develop. You give him about 3 years to develop, like Tony Romo. I really think Ben DiNucci has a name in the National Football League. I think it was a steal.
Oh, okay. What's up, Chris? Top Dollar King said it's the years, not the dough. Dak wants 4, Cowboys want 6.
Don't believe that. Do not believe that. Don't believe that, because at the end of the day, there's guaranteed money on the table. And your IQ is really low if you leave guaranteed numbers because of a 4 or 6 year deal. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, guitar slinging, zombie killer. We beat him. We beat Mike McCarthy team once. Y'all can go. We beat Mike McCarthy team once. We went up there and beat them 30-17. That's when David Irving was sacking the hell out of Aaron Rodgers. So yeah, we beat him once, but when it mattered, did we beat him? Hell no. Hell no. Let's face it. Dak is just not elite. Facts. Ooh.
100% agreed. Not elite. He cannot take over an offense. He cannot take over. Yeah, Dak's a leader. Go tell that to Michael Gallup when he's walking back to the sideline, shaking his head because he just got overthrown on an open ass route.
Did he shake his head really?
All the time. Go back and watch the game.
Damn.
Why do you think Mark Cooper said, "Fuck this, I'm going to the sidelines." Overthrowing my ass every fucking throw.
Dak could have signed on 21, if not sooner. Think about it. Which one of us turning down 175 million 5 or 6 years? Yeah, Dak. I don't understand what Dak Prescott is doing. Like Football News, who's been consistent with what he's been saying forever. Who probably coined this that Dak needs everything to be perfect. Wind, temperature, weather. Receivers perfect. He need perfectly ran routes. He need receivers to be wide open. Like Dak needs so much to go right on the field in order for him to capitalize on it. And it's just the way it is. And a lot of people try to say Dak can do it without Zeke, but I don't think so, man.
Hell no.
I don't think he can. I don't he can really, do it without Ezekiel Elliott, man. Eagles game in Philadelphia division title. What happened in that one?
Dak Prescott choked. That's the game I was telling you about, week 16. Go watch tape.
Yeah. That's why I love my viewers, man. They keep it so real. They keep it so real. McCarthy ain't playing. Yeah, man. It's just so much that, like I said, man, the guy that was on top as wide receiver gone. Like I said, he took a step back, but it is what it is. Witten gone. Hell, we gave up a first round pick for Coop. We got Gallup. What hurt my soul is to see Tavon a speech to get overthrown for a wide. Literally wide open. That guy could have had a fantastic elastic arm and couldn't have reached that ball, but that's how much space Tavon had between him. And man, somebody said they gave Dak 16 games to throw it around a yard, and we went 8-8. Yep, pretty much.
That's facts, bro. That's facts.
So, just closing football news. Do you expect Prescott to get the money he wants?
On a different team, yeah.
Okay. Will he be the starter?
Today, if the season starts,
Would Dak be our starter?
yeah, he'll be the starter. But for how long Mike McCarthy put up with that over and under throwing shit, to be determined.
Okay. when you said yeah, he'll get the money from another team, they said facts. But so just overall with this offense, with new slot receiver we got, a healthy Coop, Gallup pretty much always healthy. Do you see an upward climb for Dak Prescott as a quarterback? Because I'm so sick of, or it take 3 years, or it take 4 years, or it take 5 years. Like every year they say it take this year. That gonna be in his 10th year, and they're gonna say, well, you really don't get good to your 11th season. Like they keep. So do you see an up line, Dak Prescott game with this new slot receiver, Blake Jarwin, not Jason? Hopefully, a smaller this year. You don't think? I think. He'll be.
You're
Um,
kind of breaking up, bro.
sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I was saying, do you see an upward climb in Dak Prescott game with these new weapons and a new head coach?
There better be. You got the best O line in football. You got a good running game. You got arguably the best trio of wide receivers in the football league. You got a guy that could take the top off in a tight end like Blake Jarwin. You went out and got some blocking tight ends. You still got Dalton Schultz. Um, there's no excuse for Dak, and that's why I've been screaming, let him play on the franchise tag and see what happens because he has things perfect, and it's up to Dak to go out there and deliver. And I swear to God, dude, if we go 8-8 again, and they're still Dak Prescott fans, this fan base is blind as hell.
Right, right, right. So, give me your closing statements before we get out of here, brother.
Hey, y'all stay safe. If you're doing the social distancing, stay social distance. If you're wearing a mask, go rock that Darth Vader. Uh, Draft is over. The the free agency period's over. Now it's just about this coronavirus going away so we can go play some football. But it's been your
Oh,
Dallas Cowboy football news.
I want to
Oh,
play.
oh, I gotta run to the store first. Dude, since we talked on the phone last time, bro, I didn't even run to the damn store, bro.
Oh, you need
Yeah,
this.
I still gotta run to the store. But no, Dallas Cowboy Football News on YouTube and on Facebook. The Frisco Report, Podbean, Spotify, iTunes, thefriscoreport.com, DCF News One on Twitter, and if you're man enough to talk X's and O's, slide in my DMs like a hoe.
Yeah, that's my brother. Y'all know him, man. Shout out to Cowboys blog too, man. You can subscribe to him. Go subscribe to Cowboys blog. Good dude, good channel, man. Um, closing statement for me, y'all. It's just always a mess around this team. Jerry Jones constantly doing what he needs to do to try to to try to make himself believe that Dak is the guy. Yeah, we gave him first round for Coop. Hell, we just got another receiver in the first round. I mean, we giving Dak speed, power, strength, athleticism. We're giving Dak everything he need. We already got. Think about it. Our running back was number one. We gave him a first round pick for technically a number one receiving Coop. We just got another first round pick receiver. We got so many. Our damn whole offensive line is first round. They ain't what they were. I think they best was 2014. If you saw this O line in 2014, oh my God, with DeMarco Murray. And I just want to win. If Dak sign, cool. I have no problem with Dak. Let him sign. But humble yourself. You know what I'm saying? Humble yourself, kid. And I think everything gonna be good, y'all. Salute to everybody that came and checked the show out, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. Like we're talking about Guitar Slinger, Top Dollar King, Jacob Jennings. Always, I gotta make you a mod, man, because you've been around forever. Like you've literally been around forever, dude. Um, Chris, shout out to everybody, man. Game Changer, Fred Woods, Tyrone Church. Shout out to everybody for coming through, man. Nino, like I appreciate all y'all for real, man. My Cowboys family, Dallas Cowboys fan, 1980, Dallas Cowboy football new Ron Smith, as always, game changer. Salute to all y'all, man. It's all love from over here, y'all. Hopefully we'll go live again tomorrow. Good for the Cowboys, man. I'm out of here.